it has to get you close to your goal. And you just like, the longer you do that one step, then you'll see people are dropping off left and right. And you'd be like, I'm just doing one step. I'm not even, overwhelmed in my mind.
Build was
So,
not Rome was not built in one day, right? Yeah. Lyubim, I have one more question regarding 9/11. Is that I recently watched this documentary from Tucker Carlson where he makes the claim based on several evidences that it was a planned demolition. What's your take on that? I mean, that's
I,
not, he's not
pers-
the only one. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I personally, like I watched a few of his interviews and like he takes this position of like, oh yeah, like you're an expert, tell me. I don't know anything. You're an expert, tell me. And he has this huge following. So um, he's a news reporter who has to generate interest and find different angles to like stimulate us to watch. And I think it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
We have to understand that it's a show. Like somebody is acting to entertain us or to make us react in a certain way, and everybody reacts in a certain way. And I think like anything he says is it's a show. It's not the truth. He's an let's say investigative reporter, whatever he may be, and he is finding topics that are really interesting to us. And like here's what we know. Can we talk about what we know?
Of course.
We know that we went to Afghanistan for 20 years, and people, or especially women of Afghanistan, really believed us. And they took off these covers, that they had to wear when it was Taliban. They took them off and they went to the universities. They become doctors, they became engineers, they became moms who had kids who were going to school. So, like, it became an open society. And then, like 20 years down the road, suddenly in one day, uh, we leave. Like, we drop everything, all our equipment, Humvees, machine guns, supplies, everything, man, that was there for war. We pack up the planes and we just bye bye, we go bye bye. And now, what happened to, well, let's talk about what we know. There is $1 trillion that is not accounted for in that war. Nobody knows where the money went. 1 trillion in 20 years. That is the reality. You can look. It's in governmental reports. It's official information. You just need to Google and pull it first source yourself, so you know if it's there or not. Okay, so we're like missing $1 trillion. We went to find Saddam Hussein, and he wasn't there. Or well, pardon, he was there, but the weapons of nuclear destruction, they were not there. There's nothing there, and like 300,000 people are dead. And we have thousands of American soldiers who have like PTSD for the rest of their life. You know, they got messed up. Combat uh, veterans are really traumatized. So, like, but what is $1 trillion? Nobody knows. And you can build any theories on top of that. This is just the part that I say, look, I know, I can share it with you, and you can check this on the internet from the official governmental source,
Mm.
not a conspiracy theory or not some kind of show, whatever the name you mentioned when we started.
Yes, yes, that's a fact.
Did I answer your question?
Na- I mean, I'm still confused how the missing budget relates to if 9/11 is was a planned
No,
destruction or
no.
not.
You asked me. Tucker Carlson said that there was a planned destruction.
Well, let's leave
And,
Tucker.
and I said that maybe it was, maybe it was not. I don't know.
You don't.
So
Okay.
I switched the topic to what I know. I know a fact that after 9/11 happened and the buildings went down, there's 1 trillion in the budget that is not accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's And the other part, no, we knew that there were two planes that flew into the buildings. You know, there were people on board. There were recordings to their families, to their loved ones, to there were pregnant women. Everybody was affected, and there were real phone calls and conversations. And I think to make a show out of it is really not appropriate. So that is my answer. To Tucker Carlson. This is not a show. This is a really sensitive area. All the people who worked in the World Trade Center, they got really affected to play with that. It's not cool, you know?
I see. I got your point. I maybe I
Saying there were no people on the plane that died in 9/11, How can you? I just cannot even, it's hard to say that thing. Do you know what I mean? It feels so wrong because I know that they were on those planes because I heard the conversations, their last conversations when they called their families.
Mhm.
So I know that there were two planes that flew in the World Trade Center, and that's what happened.
All right, Lubin, let's change topics. Let's go into what you've been up to more recently. You started the Wings for Heroes organizations, as we can see in your T-shirt. How this came about?
Oh, thank you very much, Bro. Um, I've done a lot of things in my life, and the reason I kind of told you the longer story because I kind of hope we're gonna. Well, he told me that one of the topics is talking about Wings for Heroes, so I wanted to be like, everything needs a context.